exchange rates for the real has risen sharply, reflecting the poor state of the country's economy. So you can see, right? I mean, this is just a totally escape velocity. Yeah, it's out of control. Like, you can't get away. It's not coming back. Like, you're not going to be able to, like, rein this in and figure it out, follow the value of the... Look at this. This is... wow. And just keep in mind, this stops at 2025. Buy now? Yeah, look at this. This is awful. And so anyway, let me go back. Let me just do a conversion, okay? So for $1,
I've made my share of mistakes,
$1,
but I am fighting every day to make amends.
for $1, it's
30
only
seconds before you attack.
how much?
Get ready.
Let me see here. It is
Read.
1,345,000
But it
reals.
does help.
If you are a $1 owner in America, you are a millionaire in Iran.
The battle starts in
Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
That's it,
2,
guys. Who here is a $1
All you need
owner?
to do is capture
And,
the mission area. Got it?
Who has $1 here?
When will these
And it's just, this is insane. The whole thing, it's totally collapsed. Look at this here. Oh my God. It's totally off the fucking cliff. And it's not like it was any better from before. It was circling the fucking drain, very obviously. And now I have 4. Well, you're a 4 millionaire then. That's crazy. And so, yes, people don't realize how bad it really is. And this is Majid Reza, Iran's newly appointed defense manager, has been killed in strikes just 2 days after taking office. Not a good day to be Majid. Not a good day at all. And try the other way around. Yeah. And what if I have check the price of things as comparison? It's just like realistic. Of course, the value of real is fucked. It's totally fucked. And that's what I was saying. Where is this here? This is the one I showed you guys earlier. I'll pull up some more information about this stuff too. Because, oh, is this it? Oh, this is the Spain thing. I want to talk about that more. And yeah, is this like simple?
Iran is run by lunatics, religious fanatic lunatics. They have an ambition to have nuclear weapons. They intend to develop those nuclear weapons behind a program of missiles and drones and terrorism that the world will not be able to touch them for fear of those things. And this is the weakest they've ever been. Now is the time to go after them. The president made the decision to go after them. Take away their missiles, take away their navy, take away their drones, take away their ability to make those things so that they can never have a nuclear weapon. That's why the president made this decision. It was the right decision. And the world will be a safer place when these radical clerics no longer have access to these weapons. You see,
Gotta shut them down.
they're using them now. Imagine how they would use them a year from now if they had more of these. Listen.
Yep, definitely. 100%. Sound like the president? Yeah, he is. And Spain's government response to Trump's cutting ideas, cutting ties with them. Oh, I'm gonna look at that in a bit. And love being an Iranian trillionaire. You're an Iranian trillionaire. That's pretty good. And what is this? Confirmed B-52 bombers. Ooh, those are the old ones. Wow. And, this is the we already saw before. Iran launched 2 ballistic missiles tonight at Qatar. One was intercepted, the other one struck the airbase. And ICD weapons exploded into Western Iran last year to harm thousands of Kurdish volunteers. There's a chance that Trump might ally with these Kurdish mercenaries and help them overwhelm the IRGC to prevent us having to, like, do anything other than that, right? Like, send troops over there or something. I don't think anybody wants that. So, this is also... Man.
I've watched entire realities consumed by chaos.
He really,
I won't let that happen again.
It just really, it hasn't been going well for him, right? I mean, it really... it's not
30
good.
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
They're all gone. Yeah, really bad track record. And, wow. And Putin's a CIA asset, I guess, right? Will Trump bomb Putin? That's not going to happen. And, man.
Well, word on the street is that you never get hurt.
It's bad, man. It is. And, yeah, I guess that's how it is now. And Trump's reportedly Putin's dog, right? Oh, people are just making that up the whole time, right? And where are the rest of these? Confirm Iran's new defense minister who replaced the previous.
Got it?
I'd rather make music than do anything.
We can now confirm that Iran's new defense minister, who replaced the previous defense minister, who had replaced the defense minister before him, has been eliminated. Oh man, wow. Russia's the bigger nukes? Yeah, I guess so. Trump should help the Spain regime change. Maybe you're right. And from another perspective, Putin can't ally with Western people, so those are his only options. Yeah, I don't know. That's the hatch ring? Yeah, guys, this time, they're going to have us for sure this time, okay? And, where is this?
Yeah, Bill, Dana, good morning. I do want to just start with some breaking news here before I show you the scene of one of these cluster munition impacts just outside of Tel Aviv. But I'm told by a senior Israeli official that the Israelis just struck the Supreme Council gathering where the Iranians were meeting to choose a new supreme leader.
Yeah, okay, I did see this. Yeah, this is the new supreme leader, guys. Iranian, look at this here. Iranian suicide drones. Yeah, we saw it already. And what is this here? Iranian suicide drones are striking the port of Salana in Oman. This is the same Oman that did everything that they could to help Iran avoid a war by holding peace talks between the U.S. and Iran and Oman. This is how Iran repays the favor. This is what you get for being an ally to Iran. Thanks a lot. Oh, we really tried to help him out, and then you do this shit. Yep, suicide drones, that's a missile? I don't think it's a missile. What's the sound? Is there something happening? No, it's just random stuff. I have the volume on in the background. I hope it's not too distracting.
My work here is not
And
done.
where's the other ones here? Where the fuck was I looking at? I got wrapped up in this. I forgot where the hell it was. And there's so many of these. There we go. I think this might be it. And Iran should start bombing Russia for fun. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them at this moment. I really wouldn't. And this is also this is the stuff about Spain. Let me see if I can find a longer book about this, because I am just shocked that Spain would not want to help us. But where is the book for this?
Their team's we are undefeatable!
Is this it? Oh, this is him talking about, like, them forcing Israel. Here we go.
It's party time!
You see, we were having negotiations and my opinion is they were going to attack first. They were going to attack. If we didn't do it, they were going to attack first. I felt strongly about that. And we have great negotiators, great people that do this very successfully and have done it all their lives very successfully. And based on the way the negotiation was going, I think they were going to attack first. And I didn't want that to happen.
Don't let him do it.
So if anything, I might have forced Israel's hand. But Israel is ready and we were ready and we've had a...
So there it is. That whole narrative that they invented yesterday was bullshit. Now, you could say they're actually lying and Trump's just saying that, and the truth is that Israel is controlling him and he just doesn't want to tell people that. But other than... Wait, oh, here we go. Missile sirens now in Israel. Let's get it.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
146 alerts. You watch the whole thing? It's only 49 minutes. Yeah, I will. I'll watch it probably later on. 5 more missiles. No, this is the time they're gonna really get it right. Okay, they're gonna show Israel what happens when you mess with Iran. So, is this a Russian tanker? Holy shit. Wow, okay. Well, we'll see what happens. This dumbass can only escalate harder. Instead of choosing a moderate reformist and begging the U.S. to end the war, the IRGC picked out an even crazier and more retarded supreme leader than the last one. That's hard to do. That is. That's really hard to do. Massive crowds erupt in Iran asking for revenge on the USA.
Hero.
Really?
Or
Wow.
villain. I'm not
Let's see
judging.
when these crowds happen. Let's go ahead and find out. And is this true? Is it accurate or not? This is 2028. I don't know if this is February 2028. Oh, no, this is February 28th. Is this accurate or not? It says it's something else. The core claim checks out. So the images are unsure, right? I'm not sure if this is it or not. 2028. I just read the wrong number. And it's fake. No internet in Iran. I have no idea whether that's it or not. You seen the newest tweet? Tyler's Patreon got shut down after the Jews website. Yeah, I saw that too.
But I am fighting.
We know, we're fucking around. I mean, I have no idea. Iran conflict update. What happened in the last few hours? No signs of slowing down. It's getting worse. Oh boy. He's not ruling out ground troops. There's no reason you should rule anything out. And Trump confirmed the U.S. struck Iran's new leadership today. Pretty substantial. Says Iran is beaten militarily. No Navy, no Air Force, no radar. Israel bombed the assembly of experts. While they were meeting to elect the next supreme leader, Mossad posted the message in Farsi beforehand. It doesn't matter who is chosen. His fate has been decreed.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Oh man. Okay, well, I guess that's what happens, right? Yeah, the assembly of bozos. IDF gave all the remaining Iranian regime representatives in Lebanon a 24-hour ultimatum: leave or be targeted. Holy shit. Lebanon's government just banned Hezbollah's military operations. Holy fuck, that's wow. Ordered the group to surrender all weapons to the Lebanese air forces. Wait, wow. Wait, yeah, I didn't know this at all. So they don't want to get bombed by Israel. No, this looks like from a while ago. Yeah, this isn't new at all. Like, I don't think this is what just happened in the last few hours. Yeah, where is this? I'm looking for latest, maybe. Like, what is latest? I don't see it anywhere. If this is true, yeah, where is this? Nobody's saying this. This sounds like bullshit. But maybe it isn't. I mean, I guess it's all very new, so who knows? Kuwait internet's going down? Really? Wow. I wonder why. And U.S. consulate in Dubai has hit. Gas prices just posted their largest single-day spike since 2005. That's it. And Trump ordered the development of finance to provide insurance for tankers. Yeah, so oil doesn't go up too much, right? Iraq is shutting up Amelia, one of the biggest oil fields in the world. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Let's see here. Israeli Air Force 1,600 missions flown. 4,000 bombs dropped. That's a lot of fucking bombs. And so, and then also the Natanz. This is one of the facilities that was bombed by America like 6 months ago. They're trying to obviously rebuild it. And Johnson's new tweet. What is this here? Has been selected as the new leader. I think I saw that, didn't I? Let me see if I pull it up here. And where did it go? I'll see this here. Who the fuck is it? And Ayatollah Khomeini, Khomeini has been selected to replace him as supreme leader of Iran. Well, what do you guys think? How long is he gonna last? Is it gonna be days or hours? Like maybe, I guess we'll find out pretty soon. You know, like he looks thrilled. Yeah, this is not the face of a guy who's excited to take on a new role like this. I mean, I'll be honest, I wouldn't be if I was him either. I'd be like, oh, fuck, no, guys, come on. Can't you pick somebody different? Like, what is this, 48 business hours at most? I guess we're going to find out, right? It's probably not going to look very good for him, I'll tell you that. And, oh, there's this here, too. And, what is this? Oh, this is the Dubai embassy. I don't know if I saw this part.
I hope you can forgive me someday, Father.
Before these cameras was that a drone unfortunately struck a parking lot adjacent to the Chancellor's building and set off a fire in that place. All personnel are accounted for. As you're aware, we began drawing down personnel from our diplomatic facilities in advance of this. In the cases, for example, of Beirut, we basically drew down to a bare bones as well as in Baghdad and in Erbil and in a couple other posts as well. So we've been very fortunate, obviously, but our embassies and our diplomatic facilities are under direct attack from a terroristic regime. With an update, I will obviously refer you to the Department of War. Suffice it to say that our objectives remain as they've been identified from the beginning and by the President. Yeah, just about getting rid of their missiles and military. I think that makes sense. Someone's mad again. Is somebody upset? What is this here? This is, oh, here we go. Hassan retweeting me. What a surprise. What is this?
Asmongold suggests mass killings in
Then maybe
Iran.
that's how you
What is
and
this clip
I
about
should
it?
go into
The
this
battle
Draft
starts in 5,
Asmongold to fight
4,
Israel's war.
3,
Finally, we have a Secretary of War that has Crusader tattoos. He says "fuck around and find out," and they're bombing people. Yeah, it's gonna happen, guys. Sorry to say. Until they're all gone, absolutely. I think that a lot of people. I think that the peacetime we've experienced for such a long time has really kind of made people soft to the reality of just mass killing. It works amazingly well. Trust me, if you look at the history books, you will see that mass killing people works really fucking well. And you know how you can prove that? Look at the IRGC. Why are they still in power after there are protests against them across the entire country? It's because they started mass killing their own people. Of course it works. This is the kind of like Western brain rot, no, killing a bunch of people that disagree with you doesn't work. Absolutely it does. There is every single bit of evidence in the entire book of history. This is the thing. Oh, well, you can't just do this. All right, look at history. Oh, it worked here, it worked here, it worked here, it worked here. It always works. Duh. Like, this is the type of, like, brain rot, like, oh, wow, like, this is, oh, no, it's totally, we can go through this, and there doesn't need to have any violence, and you can't be violent, or you won't get them to agree. What are you talking about? Absolutely. Draft Hassan? Well, they don't need to draft Hassan for the IRGC. He's already working for them as a propagandist. So I don't know why he's even saying this about me. I need to fight Israel's war. Every single time it's worked. So every page, every chapter, every story is based off of that every single time. And again, this is not an alternative that you can have peace to. This is an alternative that you cannot negotiate with religious fanatic zealots. You can kill them though. And if you kill enough of them, then more people will want to be religious fanatic zealots. I know this might sound crazy, but there is a point where they'll stop respawning. A perpetual, ongoing war that costs the lives of thousands of people. And by the way, this is the morally and ethically good position to have, by the way. You have to keep in mind that what these people are doing is they are systematically oppressing, killing, and destroying a country with almost 100 million people. And not only that, but they're allocating the little amount of money that they have to, instead of paying for water and the well-being of their own citizens, they're further funding terrorism across the Middle East to kill other innocent people. They're funding Hamas that rape and kill Palestinians and Israelis. They're funding Hezbollah that terrorize people in Lebanon. They're funding the Houthis that randomly attack ships because they've decided that nobody's allowed to use the water. And they're spending all this money, and this money, these people kill American citizens, they kill American soldiers, and also they kill people that are in the region as well. So this entire premise that there's somehow a moral high ground of allowing a country to continue doing that. Oh, and also, by the way, they're selling drones to Russia to kill Ukrainians. So not only are they doing this to the Middle East, but they're exporting their bullshit over to Russia so they can do it too. They're funding, let me think. Well, those are the main ones, right? And that's not even to count what they do to the people inside of their own country. They literally turned off the internet. They killed 30,000 people, probably a lot more than that. There's body bags lining the fucking streets. They're going into the hospitals to double tap the people that were wounded. I mean, for anybody to think that there's even a question, even a semblance of moral authority that you can use to justify not immediately destroying this regime, you are out of your fucking mind, and you are just pushing propaganda.
Got it?
You can, for once, put a stop to it, or at least try to put a stop to it. And
part about the hospital, true. I saw a video of it. Yeah.
You can't say that. You can't say the truth like that, bro. Yeah, you can't say that, guys. That's it. And that's not going to crash out over this one? No, I'm telling you, it didn't work for Hitler. My grandpa wiped out 500 Nazis. Well, yeah, because the entire world, like, turned against them, and he totally fucked up. Like, that's the reason why. Yeah. And Hitler also points to Hitler being nearly successful in his aim for world domination. He was. This is an undeniable fact. Like, what are you talking about? Take over a lot of Europe. Like, what are you talking about? Hitler was massively powerful, and it took the entire world turning against him to stop that, and then him going to fucking Russia and then killing his army in the fucking Bolsheviks. Like, what are we talking about? If you kill your enemy's moral spawn, Naruto brains need to be banned. Yeah, I know. But so people are mad about me saying this. Well, guess what? They're mad about the fact that it's true. And if you don't think it's true, just wait for Israel and America to do the same thing. And then all your hero terrorists that you keep running defense for, they're all going to be dead. And after that, things can finally get better. Despite everybody kicking and screaming, begging, please don't kill our terrorists. We're talking about the IRGC, and John Fetterman said the same thing. Oh, this is it. Yeah, of course I'm talking about the IRGC. I mean, why would I be talking about the Iranian people? That's retarded. Oh, here we go. Here's John Fetterman.
55 of them were killed. Then I think they just blew up 80 of the mullahs, too.
Yep.
Which, I mean, that was pretty great, actually. So, all right.
Yeah, it was. And hopefully there's more. And exactly, it's embarrassing. It really is. And yeah, what is this? Is there another one here? Let me pull this one out. Somebody else is linking me one. Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus. Is it, I think I saw this. Iran handling 8 countries alone.
Hey, that little boy is playing free games at once. Checkmate. Checkmate. Hey, that little boy is playing free games.
Man, how about that?
Checkmate.
Bang. One down.
That's sad. It's so good. I know. It's fucking embarrassing. But yes, obviously you have a bunch of people that are going out and they're trying to defend the terrorist regime in Iran, trying to justify it, etc. In Tehran, regime forces are firing at Iranians, shouting anti-regime slogans from their windows. Oh, wow, this is what you're defending. This is great. Wow, no, we shouldn't stop these people. There's no way. New missile alert? Okay, I'll take a look at that in just a second, all right?
The moon!
Why would you shoot at random people in an apartment building? The sooner this parasite can be excised from the world, the better. These people are terrible. And I'm glad that we finally have Trump and a few other people. And I mean, listen, begrudgingly so, Israel, that is willing to help wipe these people out.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Maybe getting you a lot of money.
I still haven't found one.
Demands. Demands like this.
So there was one element in the game. So like basically, if you're in the volcanic area, you can start mining down. And if you mine down in like the different areas, I was just doing it to see what happened. You could find like an underground cavern, the same as everything. And then if you keep mining below that, as if you're getting to like the underground volcanic area, you will open up into a gigantic underground rainforest, like fucking prehistoric area with like dinosaurs, like tribal guys, like everything. It's like one of the coolest moments in the game. Whenever I had it happen, I was playing off stream and I felt so bad that like, ah, fuck, I wasn't able to do this on stream. It was insane. Agartha? Yeah, it was fucking nuts. Is it on Steam? No, you have to get on their website.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
To the game back when it was supposed to become some
You
sort
don't
of
have to be a
cross-platform,
witch to find the
multi-billion
magic in
franchise.
this world.
Now
But it
can
does
just
help.
develop and pace Hypixel wants to set. It's
Yep.
accountable only to
Yep.
them and their players, and you'd hope that with such
I mean, a pace they want to set, 2 updates already, it seemed pretty good.
clear job
Yeah,
and
I'm
such a
happy
healthy
about
war
that.
chest, they'll actually be able to do that free from the book.
Chaos surrounds us, but I will
30
gladly
seconds before
show
you
it
attack.
easy.
Get ready.
You will always have a place on Krakoa, Wanda.
With you, perhaps. But your fellow mutants may not be as welcoming.
Give them a chance to know the true you, and they will
see the error of their ways.
If you knew who I have become, Father.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Under my We need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Ah, that's better. May Khonshu show you.
Oh my word. Retreat.
Better stop that vehicle.
What are you aiming at? I still need you. Look who we got here.
Invaded half lane. Stop them.
Feeling stronger already. May Khonshu show you. A disappearing.
Better stop that vehicle. There's still a chance to stop them.
Bring on the chaos.
May Khonshu show you. Ah, that's better. Chaos control.
Your god is suffering.
He's stopped them in their tracks.
A disappearing. Where's the chaos?
Double KO. Us against the world.
Lucky draw. I'm opening a portal. Ooh, gotta teach me that trick, Loki. Pentagram of Parala. I am strengthened for battle. I purge the darkness. Never miss.
He's stopped them in their tracks.
Bring on the chaos.
Got me good. Got me good. Out, dark magic.
He's stopped them in their tracks.
What are you aiming at?
Good medicine.
I still need you.
Only 60 seconds left.
Lead them to Khonshu.
The wizard is down.
He's stopped them in their tracks.
Now you do the same for me, Wee. The mystic arts won't fail me again. We need all our allies. Hitting real hard. I am as good.
30 seconds.
Watch out. A timely intervention.
The wizard is down.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Baby, that's I have unfinished business here. The emanations of power here
Better stop that vehicle!
really overwhelming. Our enemies are near.
Gonna blow this joint sky high.
What are you aiming at? Good medicine. By the eye of Agamotto!
Stop them! Double KO!
Shanti foresaw this.
Us against the world.
I purge the darkness.
Bring on lead them to Khonshu. Oh, win it! Hey!
I am strength in battle.
He stopped them in their tracks!
Your guard is suffering.
What are you aiming at?
Never miss.
Unlike some X-Men, I don't care who hates and fears me.
There's still a chance to stop them! Only 60 seconds left! Better stop that vehicle!
Bring on
Down to 30 seconds! They hit a checkpoint! Now might be a good time to stop them!
This queen's reign isn't over.
got me good.
What are you aiming at?
Better stop that vehicle!
Now's the part where you thank me. Look who's here.
Lead them to Khonshu.
Thank you.
He stopped them in their tracks! It's now or never! Stop them! Only 60 seconds left!
Never miss.
All they did was make me angrier.
Better stop that vehicle! Don't give them another inch!
What are you aiming at?
Bring on the chaos. Oh, win it! Hey!
says this here, Edinburgh man arrested near a primary school. What the fuck is this? A migrant standing there and laughing at you had stabbed 3 people in Edinburgh, 2 men and a woman. He went back and barricaded himself in a taxpayer-funded flat. Jesus, why are people putting up with this shit? Oh, there.
So
you don't
today,
have to be a witch
we have
to find the magic
even
in this
more
world.
PvP.
But it does
We're gonna
help.
do 3 videos. We're gonna shorten it down to 2. That way you guys don't have to collect to all this new shit. But if you want to see all the new videos going over all the bullshit in the world, which I love to cover, with as much common sense and level-headedness as possible, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the video, and join me on the streams. I stream every day at 9 a.m. CST, going over all the hottest bullshit in the world. And right now, we're gonna be talking about Asmongold on the situation going on with Iran and Israel and the United States. Ethan Klein calling Hassan a terrorist. Why he's calling him a terrorist? Because Hassan loves terrorists. And we have a stupid, irrelevant OnlyFans whore talk about some. There really needs to be a compilation of me talking about random things and then randomly going after somebody who does OnlyFans. Let's get into it. Let's talk about all the crazy ass shit going on in the world. And let's start off with our boy Asmon. Here we go.
So I really feel like almost nobody is actually on the Iranian people's side. So yeah, I mean, and I know I'm kind of getting attacked from both sides from people who are angry that I'm supporting it for this reason. But I mean, again, I know that this is the morally good thing to do, and it's the right thing to do. And so I don't even for a second doubt, you know, like my actions or anything like that.
In my opinion, this is how the world works. Donald Trump does something, everybody freaks the fuck out about it when they have no idea what's going on yet. I don't think it's possible to have a fully developed opinion, and this was from 2 days ago. I don't think it's possible to have a fully developed opinion yet on everything surrounding why, what happened. And I wish far more research was done. But right now, the gut instinct is to say, America bad, I can't believe they did that to Iran. That's the politically correct take to say right now if you want to earn good boy points on the internet. However, I'm not going to be a guy who gives a knee-jerk reaction. I'm doing a lot of research on this before I talk about it. Let's keep going.
So people can attack me, they can get angry at me, they can lie about me.
That being said, Iran did have a lot of nuclear weapons that they took out in 2022, which nobody has an issue with. If this is more of that, then I also have no issue with that. Also, I'm not going to get my opinion by a bunch of stupid fucking OnlyFans whores who are telling me that it's a horrible thing that this has happened when all of the people in Iran are celebrating that there's going to be a regime change. However, regime changes are very hard and very
all they want, but it's not really going to bother me in a big way, and maybe it will bother me, but it's not going to make me change what I'm doing, because I know that I'm on the right path, I know that I'm doing the right thing, I know I'm advocating for something that's positive, and
I am ready to put on a show!
You know, retard tweets or misrepresentations go viral. The truth will reign supreme in 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, 5 years, and these people will try to pretend to forget about it, but I think that the real ones will remember.
So far, based off of everything that I've seen so far, I think that what Trump did was more so a good thing than a bad thing. However, we'll see how this develops.
Who stood and actually cared about this when it was unpopular to do. On the internet right now, it's unpopular to celebrate and support a lot of the attacks in Iran. It is. There's a huge majority of people that are against it. And I think that's caused a chilling effect. People haven't really wanted to speak out against the obvious injustices and things that are wrong. But
the internet is only going to mimic whatever opinion is safe to say that earns its video points. That's the reality. That's why there's so many creative rights, human rights, free balance, blah, 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 blah. Right? Where in reality, you know, if somebody says, fuck ICE, I just know you're a and I know you're a pussy, and I know you're fucking stupid. Right? But I give you the benefit of the doubt. I say, okay, well, they just heard other people saying that. That's, maybe I can educate them.
To make the same,
you know, the same as I spoke out against the injustices that Israel's committed on the Palestinians, just like I talked about Venezuela and what Maduro did, just like I talked about what Pakistanis and Afghans are dealing with now, the same thing that Pakistanis are doing to the people that live, you know, that fucking other area, half Hindu, half fucking Muslim, I'm trying to remember what it's called, can't think of it right now, like
Let me explain to you why all the people don't understand that when people fuck around, there's going to be consequences. There is. Let the devil. And they say, wow, you're doing all of these mean things to these people. But what you don't understand is that those who trespass against us have no right to complain how their ill behavior is corrected. Okay? If someone comes into our country illegally, you do not get to determine how it is handled. Okay? If you break the law, you will be punished. You will be punished. Maybe you'll get hit in the face. Maybe you'll get maced. Maybe you'll get electrocuted. Hell, you might even get shot. But I promise you that if you're not breaking the law, you're going to be stopped. If you're not making harder for officers to do their job, you're going to be stopped.
I am ready to
By the eye of Agamotto!
What has it been, like 30 people over the course of like a year and a half? How many of these ICE officers are to someone's home who's minding their business and then shooting them in the back of the head? Zero. So maybe you all should mind your own fucking business. Not stick your nose into other people's business and you'll be a lot safer. Maybe don't interfere with criminal cleanup and you'll probably be a lot safer. It's really not that hard to understand. You don't do bad things won't happen. And unfortunately, it's very hard. You know, it would be nice. It would sure be nice if all of the bad people could be perfectly safe and safely escorted back to their homes. Don't do that again. You almost got away with it. In reality, it's in like, hey, why the fuck are you here? Get on the fucking ground. Handcuffed. Start resisting. But if you didn't break the law, you would have been fine. You would have been fine. And yeah, it might be a little bit ugly, but it's hard as fuck and it's stressful to deal with motherfuckers when they're breaking the law. So stop breaking the law. And you'll be a lot safer.
By the eye of Agamotto!
They see these families split up. Well, maybe don't bring your family to a place where they can split up. Pretty straightforward. They see these countries getting attacked. Maybe they shouldn't be a threat to the rest of the world.
They're being oppressed over there. They have like a secondary military over there that's like oppressing people too. I talk about this stuff because I think that I don't give these people a voice. Nobody hears people. And like what's so crazy to me is that sometimes I'm actually right. Like I will look on YouTube and nobody else will be talking about these topics.
Because content creators aren't here to report the news if it's a chance of making them look bad. And that's why unbiased media, there's no such thing as unbiased.
I am ready to put on a show.
Unbiased media,
Only 60 seconds
is
left.
important one to consume.
Nobody will be looking about these topics or even involving them. And it's like shocking to me that there's not more people doing this. There is. And so anyway,
and the one thing that Admiral would have scored major points if he just said, fuck the United States Christ Israel. The reality is, people like us, people like me, we're not here to tell you what you want to hear. We're here to tell you our genuine and why we're here. Because the most important thing is educating your audience on why you feel the way they feel. That way they can make their own opinion. Never get your opinion from somebody else. Get the facts and then make your own opinion. I don't care if I don't care if you disagree with me. As long as you come to a place of logic on here. There's a lot.
I think I've got a good thing going here, man.
That would require absolute.
And yeah, that's it. What's your advice to lefties involving with what's happening in Iran? Take more antidepressants. Keep taking more you know what? Yeah, just take more antidepressants. Go to your doctor. Get prescribed new SSRIs. And keep it up. You know, like maybe that's the right thing you have to do.
Facts. Loving all the white liberal women in America saying how the regime change in Iran is bad thing, and people in Iran are saying it's a great thing. Now, here's a great clip. Hassan suggests future domestic terrorists use suicide drones and gives specific instructions for how to obtain funds. Does anyone care?
Again!
Suicide bombers, your country's suicide bombers, and it's like, you really don't need that anymore in drone warfare, right? You don't need that at all. Fucking drones, you can purchase them from, you know, you can purchase them in the online market. China literally explosive ordnance delivery mechanisms that you can put through a DJI drone that you can purchase at significant cost in comparison to like the sophisticated equipment that you need to put together. So I guess like you kind of at that point you're doing that for the love of the game, right? Like you're doing suicide bombing just for the love of the game. Because like you want to keep it old school. Is that what it is?
Down to 30 seconds.
Why is bro saying that? I'm just saying it's like insane that I mean this is
Now, if you notice, I didn't interrupt Hassan a single time. Sun Tzu, Art of War, quote, never interrupt your Hassan was live on Twitch, and he said, hey, you should call people with drones instead of putting them on your chest. Here's how you should do it. So Hassan is now getting advice on how to properly bomb. No punishment, no warning, nobody even batted an eye. This is very clear.
Born again!
All people like this. Here's how you do it. No cares. No punishment. Or the wrongdoing at all. Just a bunch of mechanisms. It really does feel like we're in great. It feels like we're in great depth. And Hassan, once again, lost his mind saying, well, that's not what I said. So let's get into it.
bro, Ethan's audience they're so crazy. Like this is just like this is nasty, dude. This is some lunacy. Yeah, I think this whole statecraft is Quincy.
Apologies that you guys have to watch another Hassan clip. I'm so sorry.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that an audience filled to.
I'm gonna play this at 1.25 speed because Hassan's brain works so slow. There's a lot of unnecessary pauses.
The brim with liberal Zionists.
Pick your hero.
Buzzwords.
And ultra Zionists who have
buzzword maxing.
Lined themselves with every right-wing shithead, every pro-Trump shithead.
Buzzword maxing still going.
Would, you know, insinuate that I'm somehow involved. That's cool. I don't think that's the argument, to be honest. I think they're just pointing out that that's not a good piece of evidence. I don't think that's the argument, to be honest. Wait. I never said that it was a false flag because he was wearing a Property of Allah shirt. I didn't say that that was the only reason why it was. It had the markings of a false flag. I said.
Hey, what's up, guys? Here. So it appears we're looking at another very serious case of ADS, or better known as Asmongold derangement syndrome, where a very intelligent Hassan orbiter had a great idea to start a cancellation campaign not just aimed at Asmongold, but anybody with the thinnest connection to any organization he is a part of. Those people are now being targeted and even labeled as alt-right extremists by default unless they leave the related organizations. We are now doing guilt by association in this case that has now led to many innocent content creators being harassed. Now, who's behind this sort of campaign? Well, it is the Hassan orbiter, Caseytron. Caseytron is someone who's quite infamous for having basically an L factory when it comes to takes and a lot of really bad decisions, especially when it comes to Asmongold. Asmongold was someone she was cool with at one point, but things changed, and if you keyword search Asmongold on her channel, you can see that she has a very serious case of ADS. I mean, this is just this is just ridiculous. This is just from the last couple of years, ladies and gentlemen. You get the point, right? And you would think this crybaby who has made a name of being a victim of every circumstance she forces herself into, and also someone who has settled with keeping crying over the copyright infringement lawsuits, would have something better to do with her time. You know, you thought she was humiliated enough having to come out and make a public apology to Ethan and Ela, basically admitting she is dumb and abused copyright, and even went as far as to say Hassan basically left her hanging because she thought he was going to swoop in and save her. No, she had more fights to pick. This time, once again, with where she has this post where she's listing a bunch of brands that Asmongold has an association with, and she is sharing the creator list of mythic talent in particular, using this as an opportunity to try and cancel all of the content creators that work under this agency that Asmongold co-founded. Now, she is quoting a tweet that contains a post and video that is trying to prove Asmongold as a flip-flopper when it comes to war with Iran. The only problem is the statements in 2024 2026 are not about the same line of related topics, and he will explain this himself. Unlike Hassan or people like that, he is directly addressing this sort of criticism and providing what I believe is a reasonable explanation for the difference in statements between 2024 and 2026.
I think that the level that we try to play nation building, especially in places like this, like, you know, like Libya, for example, back in the day, what the fuck? Or Iraq. No, absolutely not. Yeah, it's too much, man. Way too much. I am so happy this has happened. I am just dramatically, tremendously happy this has happened. I know that, you know, obviously I've talked about it for a long time, about how big of a problem Iran is and everything. I was a big supporter of us bombing them before, and now we're bombing them again, and this is just amazing. I think that we play too big of a role in it. Yeah, well, the difference here is right here. I said it. We should. Like, we're too interventionary. We get too involved into other people's business. Exactly. That's why I don't think we should say this. It's a waste of our money. The people there probably hate us. That's the difference right there. People in Iran are begging us. They're begging us to come help. They're saying, please save us from this dictatorship that is killing us, massacring us, indiscriminately oppressing us for the better part almost of 50 years. That is a massive difference. And also, they are funding terrorism all around the Middle East.
Now, Hassan, this band of rejects, could definitely learn a thing or two from Asmongold here, but he was faced with criticism and directly confronted it and provided a reasonable explanation instead of either burying his head in the sand or resorting to name-calling or blaming it on Israel or whatever Hassan and his orbiters typically do. And I think this sort of dichotomy here, how people in Iran are largely celebrating what's happening versus a bunch of liberals in the U.S. protesting about what's going on, is just really something that reflects the attitudes of people on social media right now in the West versus in Iran, the actually affected region. But anyways, Hassan would weigh in saying the entire MAGA timeline is just this to that tweet, and I guess expanding upon that, Caseytron would make her quote saying this in full. Here's a list of all the brands and creators that are partnered with Asmongold's talent agency Mythic Talent. Why they want to be represented by someone who cheers for death every day is beyond me. Should probably start asking them. Which is very interesting coming from someone who orbits Hassan, who, you know, supports terrorist organizations. But anyways, they actually list the creator lists from the website. So it's literally listing off all the people that basically she's directing action towards. Let's be real. Okay, let's be real what this is. She is trying to single out Mythic Talent because it's co-owned by Asmongold, and she is trying to single out these content creators and make them do something. Otherwise, they're going to be publicly shamed. Does this sound familiar to the Emiru situation or the other, the fan situation that's currently happening, where you have to say something on a subject and your silence becomes twisted as some sort of a statement. Wow, interesting. But of course, in the replies, we would see some people pushing back, saying as much as that cockroach disgusts me, sharing a list of people and starting a witch hunt against them isn't something I would do. Or Caseytron says, where did I say witch hunt then? I said, ask them why they're represented by an alt-right extremist. As a an alt-right extremist to Caseytron is anyone a hair's length away to the right of Mao Zedong. But yeah, she is starting a witch hunt. She's sitting here acting like she's just asking questions. No, this is a direct call to action. She is putting that list there for a reason. She wants these people to be harassed. She wants these people to be put in a corner where if they don't say something about this or leave the organization, they are going to be guilty by association with Asmongold, who, by the way, is just a co-owner. In case you don't know what Mythic Talent is just an agency that helps content creators find sponsorships and opportunities like that. They don't direct what you do. It's not some stand-on organization in that sense. They're not directing the content. They're not really even approving the content. They're just trying to enhance your sponsorship opportunities and things like that. It's very hands-off. Here's another comment. This person said, everyone should be aware of who the people they support are in bed with so they can make informed decisions. Exactly. And Caseytron says, right. Like, I don't want to see any of these creators posting anti-war, anti-ICE narratives when they're represented by an alt-right-wing extremist. Save your words, but say some action. Which, I mean, it's right. So, I guess the words don't matter. So if they come out and say something that serves the narrative, because, by the way, it's not about sharing your opinion, it's about sharing the right opinion in this case. So you have to be anti-ICE, you have to be anti-war, otherwise you're doing wrong thing according to Caseytron, right? And, but she says it's not even enough. You can't even save yourself with words anymore. You have to take action, which, what do you mean by action if words aren't good enough? That means leave the organization. So with Caseytron, the guilt by association is so strong that you can't even speak your way out of it. You literally have to leave. That's the only option. So if you don't leave right now, according to Caseytron, you are someone who is aligning with a right-wing extremist. You're basically just as bad as him. That is a crazy set of guilt by association. Look at some of the people that are being targeted in the replies. You see this post saying, is this really what Twitch is now? I'll assume they're all Hitler Youth racists under there. Referring to several popular VTubers who are very anti-problematic, by the way, but they're being singled out in this case because of Caseytron. Caseytron, you know, defender of women, is now throwing women like this who are apolitical into the mix and leaving them up to harassment and slander because she is putting up this proposition that if they don't say something, or in this case, I guess they have to leave. If they don't leave, they are aligned with Asmongold and all this stuff. It's absolutely insane. It's like saying if you're on Twitter and have Twitter Blue, for example, you're aligning with the entire view system of Elon Musk. It's so ridiculous, but it continues on. Someone calls out KCO, calling him a bum. And Caseytron says, I think he's someone who should definitely leave the Mythic Talent Agency. KCO has always kept politics out of his content. He just wants to spread joy and laughter. It's a stain on him being represented by an alt-right extremist, and I think goes against his own standards. So you're not really recommending anything. You're telling him he has to leave. Otherwise, he is represented by the belief system that Caseytron created in her very diluted head. This is what we're working with here. Totally not a witch hunt, by the way. Totally not a witch hunt. Do what I say, or I'm going to label you as an extremist.
30 seconds before you attack.
Yeah, totally not a witch hunt. Here's another comment saying, just so people are aware, the creator pages are not full up to date. I know of at least one creator that is ending their partnership with Mythic Talent that is on that list. And Caseytron says, whoever it is, they need to make it clear they want taken off the registry of people represented by an alt-right extremist.
4,
oh my gosh.
3,
Glad
2,
they left.
1.
I suggest others do quickly before their business starts getting affected by Asmongold's dangerous rhetoric. Wow, are we really bringing up dangerous rhetoric? You wouldn't want to be associated with anyone who has dangerous rhetoric, right? Like this guy? Like Hassan Piker, who literally within the last day or two was instructing his audience on more effective ways to commit acts of terror, and even pointing us in the direction as to where they can purchase drones to launch terror attacks, and even giving the price and location you can purchase them online, and even claiming it's a very simple process. You mean dangerous rhetoric like this? Because you're awfully silent on this one. I think this is a no-brainer. I think this is just insane behavior and dangerous rhetoric. Like, this is actually dangerous rhetoric. Anything to say about that? Care to comment? Oh, right. Okay. So your association with him clearly means you agree with this sort of thing. Alright, got it. By Casey Tron logic. And I'm glad she brought up this whole thing, right? We're doing guild by association. We're working under the same agency. What about Night Media? What about Night Media? Why do I bring up Night Media? A lot of people don't even know who this is, right? This is a talent management agency. It's basically Mythic Talent, just probably at a bigger scale, right? They're there to give sponsorships, to help facilitate sponsorships with creators, and they're there to give additional opportunities. They're not there to direct what you can or can't do with your streams. They're there to give you additional opportunities to enhance what you already have. And yes, he's part of Night Media. Oh, it's Asmongold and Hassan Piker. I can't believe this. Yeah, they're under the same roof. This has been a thing for quite some time. It turns out people with very different belief systems can coexist under a talent agency. Who would have thought? Are we going to say that there's something wrong with Night Media? That they need to say something? They need to set values? They need to part ways for their talents in this case? To say something about the business view? Crazy. Such a stupid standard. The attacking of sponsorships and guilt by association is the lamest behavior you will ever see. It is the desperate acts of people like Casey Tron who cannot formulate any sort of a real discussion or discourse on anything they pretend to care about. Instead, they go after people with very ridiculous tactics like guilt by association and attacking sponsors as well. Now, of course, Casey Tron would add on to the person. There are a lot of players on this list that I love and I think they are great. That's why I think it's important that they speak out against the brand risk Asmongold is causing. Wait a second. I thought words didn't matter at this point. I thought it was action. So you want them to speak out against Asmongold, but you don't want them to even bother with anti-ice or anti-war statements. Because it seems like it's pretty clear what you want out there. It's not some sort of a sense of justice. You just want to go after Asmongold. And you're using all these people in the way, essentially. You're weaponizing them. You don't even want them to have the sort of anti-Asmongold political rhetoric that you're hoping to achieve. No, it's about just dunking on Asmongold and causing him harm and causing him to be isolated and have talents pull away from the agency. This is personal. This is not about doing the right thing. This is because Casey Tron is obsessed with Asmongold, and she's using this as a vehicle to do that and to achieve some sort of harm on him. But she continues on saying, being represented by a company whose main figurehead is an alt-right extremist is not good for business. Many of these creators are apolitical in practice and not talking about politics, yet they're associated with a man who's making extremely harmful political takes every day. Being represented by Asmongold, I think, goes against many of their own business practices and standards. Asmongold needs to either step down from Mythic Talent, or people need to start leaving for other agencies that don't jeopardize their business image. Interesting. The only one who seems to be doing this is you. nobody cared at all. This is a talent agency helping people get sponsorships. It's not that deep, okay? The opinions of Asmongold, the co-founder, or the opinions of even the talent don't really matter. They're there to provide service. And now you're saying, if you're a part of this, well, you represent everything Asmongold does. Again, guilt by association. And also, you can see, there's the manager. She wants him to step down. It's really it's kind of a two-option prong here for KZCon. You step down, or your business is going to fail because all these people are going to leave. And she's trying to impress that upon the talents, that this business is falling apart. You better get out now. Yeah, she knows exactly what she's doing. It's manipulative. And again, this isn't about achieving some sort of good or anything like that. She's doing this on spite of Asmongold. This is all just about the vitriol that she directs towards Asmongold. Nothing else. Don't be fooled. Now, of course, again, thanks for bringing up Night Media by proxy here. Night Media is in an interesting situation because the CEO recently wrote an article about Twitch view botting. Now, you can find this article, right? You can read through it, but we're going to go through kind of the TLDR, right? So, bots finding ways to be undetected. Twitch doesn't enforce because more views looks better for advertisers. Claims he did his own botting research and found that $180 a week can get you 750 concurrent viewers. No downside to botting if you're in the top 500 streamers. If you're not botting, you're at a disadvantage because everyone else is. So that is the CEO of Night Media, who apparently thinks botting is a no-lose situation. Interesting. Now, does Hassan have to say something about this directly? Does he need to condemn Night Media's CEO? Otherwise, he is someone who's okay with botting, which would be very interesting because, well, there's a history here. Hassan.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Be wary. No timeline exists where Magneto yields. For so long, I fought for mutant kind's future. Our
30
time
seconds
has
before you
finally
attack.
arrived.
Get ready.
Be wary. No timeline exists where Magneto yields.
That is Brent's skyrocketing. It's actually a bit more complicated than that.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Has twisted metal in ways I will. Just as I forged a nation, I shall wield a weapon fit for a king.
But I just want her to know.
Ah, much better. Mutants always rise again. Us against the world! Yeah, Magneto! You are welcome.
Talking trees, splinters.
Control seized.
It seems we have come to the much better.
You get away!
You need not fear.
Good to be protected.
Just embrace the light.
I feel like myself again. Let the devil out! The moon haunts you!
Keep going.
Home in fishing.
Control lost.
Time to heal.
Mutants always rise again.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
One of Moon Knight's faults, I presume. Your attacks are futile. I am Groot! Your attacks are useless.
Oh, win it, hand!
Do not expect me to do that again. You need not fear.
Disappear! They've almost got it!
Yeah, Magneto! One of Moon Knight's faults, I presume.
You found my weak spot. Sandy needs help.
Full potential! The moon haunts you!
The area's almost yours!
You shall not be harmed!
Good to be protected.
I am Groot! Your attacks are futile.
Control lost! You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
When science, open your eyes.
Our past was mired in loss and grief, but the future belongs to mutant
So
kind.
much lore. You nerds better be reading it, or the writer's gonna cry.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Unlimited on the App Store.
Great. We're saving the world, and here comes the loosest cannon.
Was that an insult? Because it feels kind of like a compliment.
Just an observation.
The loosest cannon and his sidekick Spider-Man. I like it. Milk, eggs, butter.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
The Dooms are begging for an iron fist to their iron faces.
Much better. Kinetic blade.
The mission area is yours to capture now. The mission area is yours.
Mission area captured. And the good thing, right? I'll be back. I'll back up on it.
Let's play a game! I feel like myself again. Insignificant gnats. You shall not be harmed. Seems we have company.
Wait from that on, because it starts to hover.
You're on! Tell Katsu to send me a bill.
Just embrace the light.
Full potential. You are under my protection.
Good to be protected.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
I am Groot!
Cover your spandex clank. Dragon unleashed!
The area's almost yours.
You need not fear. Much better. You are welcome. Fear Magneto! Charles dreamed of a safe haven for all mutants. At last, I have made it a reality.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I have been fighting to protect my people since before you were born, boy.
Good for you, old man. But age doesn't always mean wisdom.
Ah, the fire of youth. Charming, but dangerous. You would be wise to follow my lead.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Intruders detected. The TVA's gonna have a field day with this reality.
I feel like myself again.
Bless me, Solo.
Ah, here they are. You are under my protection.
Capture now.
Let the double. My power cannot be quelled.
They captured the mission area!
Time to heal.
shall not be harmed.
You just put the need up. Yet another ancient
I
relic
feel
to
like myself again.
I want to take a look over here.
Us against the world. Fear Magneto! I am Groot! You shall not be Your attacks are futile.
Control lost.
Dragon kick.
Mutants always rise again.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Let the double! Born again! You'll be more careful next time. You are under my protection. The moon haunts you!
They've almost got it!
Ooh la la! That was not trick.
They're more of them than us.
I'm opening a portal.
Pentagram of Parala.
Shields up! Well, you can't expect to win them all.
The multiverse offers endless possibilities, but only if it survives this chaos.
They captured the mission area!
That did the trick. Chaos control. Feeling stronger already.
It's spider time! Disappear!
Show
Amazing Spider-Man! Get ready to defend. You gotta take this spot.
Ooh, found me someone to fight. Oh, qué automático.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going. A nice deep
By the eye of
disappear! I suck. Mine's in place. Snowball fight.
Need some
The area's almost yours.
I'm opening a portal.
There they are. A nice disappearing.
I'm doing this my way.
It's Spider time!
I won't make the same mistakes again.
This is where to strike. Let's get out of here. No escaping us, morsels.
Feeling stronger already.
They've almost got him!
Leave them to
They're winning, but you've still got a chance. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Double KO! Cool scene! You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. That's 3! You got the ult!
The multiverse offers endless possibilities, but only if it survives this chaos. Hup.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Even the Sorcerer Supreme cannot win this battle alone.
Then how about you and me make a little magic together? Eh, Cher?
I will gladly fight by your side, Remy, but nothing more.
That's all I meant. Ain't my fault my accent.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Whoever did this to the world, that will be a bad day for them.
Feeling stronger already.
Some kind of spider nest here. Good medicine.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
My fate is
The mission area is yours. We need to get the best.
Success is ours.
Control lost.
Feeling stronger already.
I'm doing this my way.
due for an
I won't
encore?
make it now. I disappear.
See them? Right there.
Feeling stronger already.
I'm hurt.
They hitting real hard.
They've almost got it!
Turret's low.
You're not going anywhere. Hits the ground. Disappear!
Watch out, these spiders detonate.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner. Chaos control.
Now, I disappear.
Psionic.
The multiverse offers endless possibilities, but only if it survives this chaos.
Hup. 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. Hup. We've got some pretty big competition on the other side of this fight.
Don't you worry that pretty little head, Fee. This here thief is about to steal us a win.
You're a thief? Please don't tell me you steal music, too.
Gambit ain't no pirate ship. He only take what deserved.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
This fight is for our destiny. It is why we were bonded together.
You're not going anywhere! That one hurt. Looks like the mission is party time! Goodbye.
My work
Capture the mission area!
for me.
Snowball fight.
Ready's ready to rule it.
Feeling stronger already.
Watch out, these spiders detonate.
Disappearing.
We hunger.
Oh, clear your head! Time to this mine!
Disappear!
On the move.
I suck! Under my spell. Control lost! I was worried. Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Just who Gambit would look for. Some kind of
like the
spider
cold.
nest here.
Asgard might! By the eye of Agamotto!
Assistance, please. Quantum Max.
They've almost got it! Control seized! It's
Cosmos heals you. Oh, win it! Hey! Got the good. Watch out, these spiders detonate.
A nice deep freeze.
The Cosmos heals you.
Half the mission area. Keep going.
Some assistance, boys. Quantum match.
A nice deep freeze.
Cosmic might returns. Healing power. Always glad to help.
We must get to safety.
Born again!
Glory's almost yours. It's spider time!
By the eye of Agamotto!
Quantum magic. How are they on sight? Your souls unite.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have clear. Hurts.
We're in this together. Healing power.
Another epic victory! Big win! Saan ka papunta, kuya? You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
People may attack me and call me a sellout and Uncle Tom, but I rarely hear the word raw. That to me would bother me more than anything else. Aside from that,
You don't have to
Jesse,
be a witch
over the
to find
years,
the
I'm sure you
magic
developed
in
the same
this
kind of
world.
hard bark.
But it does help.
Over the years, you realize that when people say stuff like that, that means they're out of ammo. The thing to do if you think somebody is wrong is to marshal the facts, make an argument, here's why you're wrong. They can't do that, so they call names. It's silly. It's almost sad because it shows you they're not willing to develop anything, not willing to grow. And we in the black community have a real problem with that, which is why we have so many problems. Because somebody like myself, somebody like yourself comes out and say, look, number one problem in the black community is not systemic racism. It's the large number of kids who enter the world without a father in the home married to the mother. It's a problem for America in general, but it's particularly acute in the black community where 70% of black kids enter the world without a father in the home married to the mother, up from 25% back in 1965. And what's happened? The welfare state, launched by Democrat Lyndon Johnson, in 1965 has incentivized women to marry the government and incentivized men to abandon their financial and moral responsibility. And when I raise this, instead of saying, let's deal with it, why is it happening, I get attacked, which means it doesn't get solved.
Yeah. I was wondering, your message is for all people, but especially black people. And if they were to listen to the message and follow a little bit of it, just some of it, their lives would get so better. has it ever bothered you that the black, well, most black people go against the message?
Yeah, it bothers me because we're not going to improve the problem until we recognize we have it. A kid raised by a father that is 5 times more likely to be poor and commit crime, 9 times more likely to drop out of school, and 20 times more likely to end up in jail. Now, it seems to me, if that's true, I would want to know what I was doing in the first place, instead of attacking the guy that's bringing the message. I was in Mar-a-Lago with Donald Trump about a month ago when I dropped out of the race. We'll talk about that. And I endorsed him. And I told him that I ran as a mega candidate. And I said, I know we have a mega candidate. His name is Donald Trump. But I ran because you were not talking about some of the issues that are really affecting the country. And if I could get you to begin talking about those, I would feel that my candidacy achieved its objective. And the number one thing I told him is the epidemic of fatherlessness. 40% of all American kids now enter the world without a father in the home, married to the mother. 25% of white kids do, which was the same percentage as was blacks back in 1965. And I told him that a young black male, aged 13 to 43, Jesse, is 13 times more likely to be murdered than the white male. He was shocked. He said, "Do you have a source for that?" I said, "Yeah, the Centers for Disease Control. Have you heard of them?" Yeah. And the number one cause of preventable death for a white teenager, or white kid, 19 and under, is accidents, like car accidents or drownings or drug overdoses. The number one cause of preventable death for a 19-year-old black male and under is homicide, almost always at the hands of another young black male. Now, it seems to me, if this is true, my reaction would be, good Lord, what are we going to do about it, as opposed to you're an Uncle Tommy or a sellout or something that you do the same stuff for the white people. I mean, that's silly. And it means we're not going to solve the problem.
Yeah. Why do you think most black people reject the message? When they know, they can look in their own family and look in the community, see what you're saying is true. Why do they reject the message?
Easier to blame somebody else. Easier to point the fingers at somebody else.
Because if you don't do it,
you're on the left. You voted for all these Democrats that kept pushing these policies. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and go, oh my God, what have I done? And that's just a bridge too far for a lot of people.
Amazing. I wanted to ask you about that, but first I want to know, how do you see America now? Things have changed in such a negative, for lack of a better word, evil, drastic way all of a sudden. How do you see America, and do you think it will ever come back to America again?
Jesse, I was in Boston in 2004. And this skinny kid with funny little ears, a name nobody could pronounce, full of charisma, came out and gave that speech. He was introducing John Kerry, who was in 2004 Democrat nominee. And he said, there's no red America. There's no blue America. There's just one America. There's no black America. There's no white America. There's just one America. We are one. It brought him to house.
The move!
He decided to run for president. And his first interview at 60 minutes, he wasn't the front runner yet, but he was gaining on him. The correspondent said, Senator, if you don't win, will it be because of your race? Now, I was home by myself. I know what kind of answer Al Sharpton would have given, ran for president, complaining about racism. Because he actually ran for president, complaining about racism. I know what answer they were going to give, but they answer. And Senator Obama said, if I don't win, it's because I have not articulated a vision that the American people can embrace. I said, hallelujah. Senator Obama speaking at Black Church. And he was talking about how much racism there is. Even people didn't go for and say, all right, at the very least, I don't want Obamacare. I don't want my taxes raised. At the time, he criticized the war in Iraq. At the time, it was popular. I don't want that. But at least he will stop the nonsense about America being systemically racist and bring us together racially.
By the eye of Agamotto!
The polls show that black and white stock racial issues. 8 years later, when he left, both blacks and whites thought race relations got worse. Because for the entirety of his 2 terms, it was race card after race card after race card, beginning with the Cambridge Police Active Stupid. Remember that? White police officer in Cambridge gets a call from a neighbor in the community where he sees this guy push open the door in the neighborhood. Didn't recognize him as Henry Louis Skipgate, a professor, whose house it was. Didn't recognize him. Call 911. Don't you want your neighbors to do that? Looking out for you? Cop shows up, sees this man in the house, doesn't know if he belongs to the house, and says, "Sir, please come out and show ID." And what did this guy do, who, by the way, is a friend of Obama? "I'll come out if your mama tells me to come out." So the cops arrest the racist. And instead of Obama saying, "You know, last night,
we have
you're a Harvard tenured professor crying out loud." The big problem in America with these young black men is they're not complying. And instead of complying with the perfectly reasonable law and order, you cop the attitude. That's what Obama should have said. What did he say? The Cambridge police acted stupidly, and it ticked off police officers all over America, and that set the foundation for his criticizing time again unfairly. Then there was, if I had a son, he looked like Trayvon, referring to Trayvon Martin. Okay, Trayvon Martin was shot and killed by a guy named George Zimmerman. Zimmerman stood trial for second-degree homicide. The jury found him not guilty. And those jurors who spoke to the media afterwards said race had nothing whatever to do with it. That's what started, by the way, Black Lives Matter. People think George Floyd started it. It didn't. That's what started it. So Black Lives Matter got started over a premise, and George Zimmerman wasn't even black. First they said he was white, then he turned out he was Hispanic, or whatever it was. Wasn't even real. He was Mongol, like most of us. And he wasn't even white. That's what started Black Lives Matter. Then Obama said in the
by the eye of
racism is an American DNA. The same guy who said we were 90% of the way there now says racism is in our DNA. His AG Eric Holder said, when it comes to matters of race, America has so been a nation of cowards. And Eric Holder gave a speech where he talked about America's continued pernicious racist history. And one example he gave was voter ID. Over 70 times. Al Sharpton is America's brilliant race car executing white men and raping Warner Brothers. He was in the middle of the Crown Heights riots in 1991, where he said if Jews want to get their yarmulkes on, our house will get it on. And one Jewish leader referred to the Crown Heights riots in 1991 as the most serious pogrom in the history of America, and Al Sharpton right in the middle of stirring the pot. I can go on and on about the many things he's done. So Obama had him over the White House over 70 or 80 times. And the end of his term, because of all this narrative about how bad the police are, a black man got a gun and murdered two officers sitting in a squad car in New York. Another black man in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, walked up to three officers and killed them. Another black man in Dallas, Texas, execution-style murders 5 officers. All these three black men either told people or posted on social media. The reason they did it is because of this notion that the police are systemically racist against black people. And the data shows that anything, the police are more hesitant or reluctant to the trigger on a black suspect. They kill more white people every year. They kill more whites every year than kill blacks. It is a direct line Obama, Jesse, and what happened at the beginning of May of 2020 is we had 4 months of protests over the death of George.
Born again!
Keep in mind, it was already that. There were 25 people killed, millions of people were protesting, a lot of property damage, $2 billion worth of insured property damage, maybe another $2 billion of uninsured property damage. Over the assumption that because of George Floyd's race. The lead prosecutor in that case was a black man. I'm a trial lawyer, and the most important statement of the trial is your opening statement, most important part of it, where you set the whole narrative. And you took pains on television to say the police in general are not on trial. He said most of them are doing a good job.
All those crises
they have a tough job. They have to make a split-second decision, life or death. It's hard. He said the Minneapolis PD in general is not on trial. And he mentioned some of the officers and officials he knew. He said individuals, and the black prosecutor never even intimated that they didn't George Floyd's race. And Derek Chauvin was never charged with hate. Yet you had all these people out there destroying property because of this assumption that what happened to George Floyd had to do with the thing. Now, I don't know about the political affiliation of people who are protesting, but I assure you, they would probably self-describe, Jeff, are you liberal or very we've not mentioned that. There was a website called Police Magazine. And they asked people to self-describe as very liberal. How many unarmed black men did the police kill?
How are they on sight?
50% of the self-described very liberal people thought the police killed 10,000 unarmed black men.
We are blessed to be in your presence, peace. Lead the way.
The people that self-described as just liberal, 39% of them thought the police killed 1,000 unarmed black men. 5% thought they killed 10,000. The answer, according to the Washington Post database, 12.
Well,
12.
Like 1-2?
1-2. That's the gap between what people think is going on and what is going on. Yeah. Which is why so many people are in the streets rioting, because they think this happens all the time, when in fact it is rare. And just because you're unarmed does not mean you're not dangerous or reasonably perceived as dangerous. Michael Brown, Ferguson, was unarmed. He had just done a strong-arm robbery, and his DNA was found on the officer's gun, meaning he was trying to get it.
Right.
So just because you're unarmed does not mean you're not dangerous. So there are very, very, very few instances of unarmed black people who are legitimately killed for unlawful reasons every year. There are more unarmed white people that are killed for unlawful reasons than there are blacks. It is rare for the police to kill anybody, let alone unarmed, let alone unlawfully. So you have all these people, young black men, who are told otherwise, pulled over by the cops. Instead of complying and cooperating, they're copping an attitude.
Yeah.
And as a result, something is happening otherwise it wouldn't happen. My dad always told me, when you're pulled over by the cop, make sure your left hand is at 10 o'clock, your right hand is at 2 o'clock. Say yes, sir, say no, sir, say yes, ma'am, say no, ma'am. My dad wasn't a biologist. He could tell a female cop from a male cop. Make sure your paperwork is in order. And if you feel you're mistreated, get a badge number, and both of us will go downtown and deal with it. Instead, white people are taught the opposite. You're taught cops are enemies, and they're out to get you. And as a result, they're not cooperating, and as a result, you're having far more violent encounters than would otherwise be the case. So I think all this, in my opinion, is Obama. When he could have said something conciliatory, when he could have said something reasonable, when he could have said, calm the blank down. It is not true. He went the opposite way. And as a result, in my opinion, took the country in a way that made us far more divisive as a story. After all, this white, well-educated Harvard guy who grew up under the care of his white grandparents, thinks racism is a major problem in America, and America is the devil by systemic racism. If Obama feels that way, it must be true. And that's what he did.
It hasn't only gotten worse, it has not gotten better. Why do you think that the black mayors of the cities are secession black? Governors. Why don't they tell black people the truth about things? Why don't they tell them, look, you can make it, here's how I made it. Why don't they tell the other black people?
I think some of them are just hustlers, like Al Sharpton. Looking at the picture, but Al Sharpton's a hustler.
Right.
We all know he's good.
Like the mayor of Chicago,
I just think he's just a very, very dumb person. I mean, how are you going to argue that the reason people are stealing is because of the lack of reparations? How are you going to make that argument?
Right. When you know better. I mean, you just know better. You're the mayor of the city.
We haven't had reparations. We haven't had reparations ever. All of a sudden, there's a spike in crime. It's because of the lack of reparations.
Why do you say they won't tell them the truth? Well, instead of saying it's the family, it's this and that.
Because they will be accused of blaming the victim, and they'll be accused of being sorry.
And so, but do they care about that more than they care about helping the black?
I think part of it's I think if Barack Obama were here, and you heard what I just now said about his, if he were being honest, he would disagree with anyone. Right. Why did he do it? Why? Because he wanted to name the Democrats named power by the eye of Agamotto. How do you do that? When they destroy the government, when they won't allow school choice. There are 13 public high schools in Baltimore. 0% of the kids can do math at grade level. 0. Chicago, 53 government schools. 0% of the kids can do math at grade level. Yet the party elite, Barack Obama,
Joe
Biden, Elizabeth Warren. They have their own kids in private school while denying school choice for other kids. And the reason for that is because the already
I am ready to put on a show!
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Having their own kids in private schools.
Ionic magic!
Nationwide, 10% of American families have their kids in private school. 6% of black families. In Philadelphia, 49% of the public school teachers of school-age kids have their own kids in private school. In Chicago, it's 39%. Out here at LAUSD, where you and I are, 28%. Yeah. So the people that know the school system the best, teachers, aren't putting their own kids in it. What does that tell you?
So then, why don't the blacks, not all, but most, why don't they think for themselves? Like for me, when I moved out here and I started hearing about racism, growing up in Alabama.
Ionic magic!
When at some point I start thinking for myself, I'm looking around at Jesse Jackson and all these people, they're doing well, their families are getting amazing, good jobs, and I start to question things. Why don't most black people want to go back?
I read this book, Some Raising and you begin to think for yourself. A lot of black people just don't. They watch the same thing, they huddle around the same people, they complete each other's sentences, and so there's an echo chamber. In my book, Astro's California. Amazing book, by the way. Thank you.
And I'm black and I don't read a lot.
Ionic magic!
Thanks for watching The Fallen State. We need your continued support. Donate to my nonprofit here. Subscribe to like the videos here. And tell everybody and their mama about the show.
In front of us. The moon are seeing.
Right, that's the plan we're trying to carry out. The problem is, or the challenge we are facing is airspace closure. If a country closes their airport, for example, in some cases the airports have been hit. So the airport in Kuwait was hit. So if an airport's been attacked or the airspace is closed, then we can have the planes lined up to go, but we can't get them to land because we don't have the permissions to land there. So that's the challenge. Rest assured, we are confident that we are going to be able to assist every American. As I told you right now, we have about a little over 1,500, maybe closer to 1,600 Americans requesting assistance. And we know that we're going to be...
So this is Sneeko updates to Kason celebrating. Okay, I'll watch the original clip and then I'll look at Kason's response, okay? So Kason is an Iranian streamer, and I'll keep this open. He's an Iranian streamer who made a statement about, obviously, Iran. And so Iranians around the world are celebrating. Non-Iranians who don't know shit about Iran are protesting. There it is again. And so good riddance, free Iran. And based on the comments, I'm a hypocrite for speaking on Iran as an Iranian with a family in Iran, that a dictator